So I'm Daniel.Echeverria. I'm a planner with the Salt Lake City Planning Division, and I'm just here to give you a brief overview of the zoning regulations being proposed by the city that would impact very large water users. So as you know, it's been on the news a lot lately. It's that we are in an ongoing drought. And given that, the city's been looking at water use across the city and things the city itself can do to address water use in the long term. So as part of the city's looking at its zoning and the types of uses allowed by zoning that may use significant amounts of water, cities looking at all types of uses across the city. So based on some initial research, the city's developed a draft zoning proposal that would limit new, very large water users from coming to the city. And we're seeking public feedback on the proposal. So what is the proposal and what does it do? The draft proposal first prohibits any bottling plants in the city. And bottling plants would be plastic water bottling or other drink bottling like a soda bottling company. So the concern the city has with uses like bottling plants is that these uses use both a lot of water, and also this water is often distributed and consumed well outside of our local watershed. So this water doesn't make it back to the Great Salt Lake or our groundwater, unlike other water users where much of the used water ultimately flows back into our own local water systems. So as drafted, it does have an exemption for alcohol production related uses. So this would not prohibit uses like breweries or distilleries. And part of the reason for that is that these local alcohol producers are generally smaller, don't use a lot of water, and much of the products are consumed and distributed locally. So beyond the bottling plant prohibition, the draft code also limits the amount of water any new uses could use. So the draft limits all uses to a maximum of 300,000 gallons per day. And this would apply to all uses, whether they are new uses or they are expanding uses. So for any existing large water user, it would prevent additions to their facilities that would cause it to exceed the 300,000 gallon a day threshold. So examples of uses that would be impacted are large commercial industrial uses, such as chemical production facilities, soap production, large data centers, or other uses that utilize a lot of water for cooling for industrial processes or manufacturing. So what is 300,000 gallons per day? It's about half an Olympic-sized pool filled up per day. And that's a significant amount of water. And we currently only have a couple uses that actually use that much water. But we think going forward, this is a reasonable threshold so that we don't get any new very large water users given our constrained water resources here. And at the same time, this threshold still allows for a wide variety of large industrial uses and continued economic development in the city. So that covers the proposal itself. It's a fairly small code. The draft code is posted on the city website, so you can go take a look at it and review it and give us comments. At this point, we're looking for public feedback, so definitely reach out if you have any thoughts or questions. We also have Laura Briefer here to help answer any questions about the draft code. And so you know, the city is doing some additional research on water use, and the proposal may change through this process based on any public input, any additional research. And as far as next steps, this will be going to a planning commission for a public hearing and recommendation, and then on to the city council for a public hearing and decision. And these haven't been scheduled yet, but I do anticipate this would go to planning commission sometime in September, likely on the later planning commission meeting in September. So with that, I'm happy to take any questions, and feel free to reach out and contact me after this meeting presentation as well.
Thank you. Do you have a link to this on the city website that folks can go to learn more? Oh, perfect.
We do. It is on this slide. It's bit.ly/SLC-water land uses.
Thank you. And just so for folks that are watching the recording of this later, we'll make sure that this link is down in the description so that they can click directly through. Since we don't have anyone on this, I guess I'm the only one to ask questions, but we are in Glendale, and I will be in trouble if I don't ask if this would limit, say, the use of the Raging Water site for like a water park. Would this limit a water park, or is this specifically to like production and industrial uses?
The proposal's really specifically aimed at commercial and industrial uses. We did look at other park facilities, see how much water they're using. They are not reaching this threshold. And I don't know specifically how much a water park necessarily would use if there was another water park proposal, and maybe Laura can speak to that. But at least right now, none of the parks are reaching this threshold.
Thank you.
I don't know what the water park used in the past there. That's something we could research actually and find out specifically if that should be proposed. But Daniel's right. All of the park facilities are not even getting close really to that threshold.
Thank you. So we will post a link to the proposal, and we'll send folks either to Daniel or to the website for providing feedback and comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate both of your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Turner.
Yep. Take care.
All right,
You
catch
too.
you later.
Bye,
Thank you.
Daniel.
Bye.